When Downton Abbey first appeared, it looked like a slow, polite period drama about a big house and its staff. Few expected it to become one of the most obsessive global TV phenomena of the 21st century.
What's this I see? A servant loitering in the hall with her ladyship due at any moment?
Fact 1.
And they're off.
No rest for the wicked.
Lady Mary, are the tea trays ready?
All ready, Mrs. Patmore.
Downton Abbey was never just a setting. The house dominated every frame. It watched silently as lives unfolded inside it. Characters came and went, but the house remained. Viewers learned its corridors, staircases, and rooms. It felt alive without speaking. The building created emotional weight. Arguments felt heavier within its walls. Secrets lingered in its shadows. The house represented stability and power. It also symbolized decline and fragility. Every crack hinted at change. The estate absorbed history quietly. Wars, deaths, and scandals passed through it. The house never reacted, yet everything reacted to it. Viewers formed an attachment to bricks and stone. That attachment felt strange but real. Losing characters hurt, but losing the house felt unthinkable. The series trained audiences to care about property. That obsession kept people watching, and once you loved the house, you were trapped inside its story.
Help me!
What on earth's the matter?
Run upstairs to the dining room and find William. I beg you.
I can't do that now.
You've got to. I'll be hanged if you don't.
Fact 2.
Do not wish to mourn Patrick as a fiancé. That is up to you.
Well, no one knew about it outside the family.
I repeat, it is up to you.
Well, that's a relief.
Downton Abbey split its world vertically. Above the stairs lived privilege and tradition. Below the stairs lived labour and reality. This physical divide made class visible. Every meal reinforced hierarchy. Every bell reminded servants of their place. The show made social order tangible. Viewers constantly moved between worlds. This created narrative rhythm. Upstairs drama felt restrained and emotional.
Of course I've heard. Why else would I be here?
Robert didn't want you to read about it in a newspaper and be upset.
Downstairs drama felt practical and urgent.
Well, it's electricity, not the devil's handiwork. I'll have to get used to it sooner or later.
Neither world functioned without the other. That dependency created tension. Class conflict became storytelling fuel. Viewers picked sides instinctively. Sympathy shifted constantly. Servants were not saints. Aristocrats were not villains. This complexity made class fascinating. It avoided easy moral lessons. Instead, it showed systems at work. Watching became sociological as well as emotional. The house became a machine powered by people, and once viewers understood that system, they couldn't look away.
Her ladyship's told him she thinks Mr. Bates ought to go. She said to me, if only his lordship had been content with Thomas.
Fact 3.
The seam at your shoulder is coming apart.
I felt it go a bit earlier. I'll mend it when we turn in.
Downton Abbey thrived on small moments. A glance could change a relationship. A misplaced letter could ruin a life. Conversations were quiet but loaded. The show refused constant spectacle. Instead, it magnified the ordinary. Dinner invitations became high-stakes events. Engagements felt like political decisions. Even seating arrangements mattered. This taught viewers how to watch differently.
You do know I mean to involve you in the running of the estate.
Oh, don't worry. There are plenty of hours in the day. And of course I'll have the weekend.
You learn to read subtext. Silence carried meaning. Politeness hid conflict. The drama lived beneath manners. That tension felt addictive. Audiences leaned in rather than waited for action. Emotional payoffs arrived slowly. That delay made them stronger. Viewers invested time and patience. The show rewarded attentiveness. Missing an episode felt dangerous. Every small change could echo later, and that sense of quiet importance kept audiences completely hooked.
You will mend it now, and you will never again appear in public in a similar state of undress.
No, Mr. Cost.
Fact 4.
You know my daughter Mary, of course.
Of course,
And
Lady Mary.
Edith, but I don't believe you've met my youngest, Sybil.
Downton Abbey's characters rarely escaped its influence. Even when they left, it followed them psychologically. The house shaped their identities. Titles determined destiny. Birth defined opportunity. Characters struggled against invisible rules.
Bates, you all right? Perfectly, my lord. I apologise.
Modernity knocked, but tradition answered. This created constant internal conflict. People wanted freedom, but feared change. The house promised security at a cost. Leaving meant losing status and certainty. Staying meant suffocation. This emotional trap resonated deeply. Viewers recognized the dilemma. The house became a metaphor for obligation. Characters loved and resented it simultaneously. That contradiction felt human. No one was fully happy inside Downton. No one was fully free outside it. This tension powered long arcs. Choices always came with loss. That emotional realism elevated the drama, and it made every decision feel painfully significant.
If we're to be friends, you will not speak in that way again about the Crawleys or any member of Lord Grantham's family.
Fact 5.
It always seemed rather dark when my mother-in-law lived here. Then she made everything rather dark.
The series presented history without chaos. War arrived, but order remained. Change happened slowly. The past felt structured and understandable. This comfort was deliberate. The show avoided overwhelming realism. Hardship was softened by beauty. Costumes, music, and rituals reassured viewers. History became aesthetic. That aesthetic felt soothing. Viewers escaped modern anxiety. Downton offered predictability. You knew how people would behave. Etiquette replaced uncertainty. Rules provided safety. Even tragedy felt contained. This made the show endlessly rewatchable. The past became a refuge. Viewers didn't just watch Downton, they visited it. That emotional safety created loyalty. It became comfort television with prestige. And once audiences felt safe in the house, they kept returning to its rooms.
Once in your life, will you please just listen? I believe there's an answer which would secure your future and give you a position.
Fact 6. In Downton Abbey, politeness was never neutral. Every polite phrase carried intent. Compliments often concealed threats. Smiles masked rivalry. Characters rarely said what they meant directly. Instead, manners became tools of control. A raised eyebrow could end a conversation. Silence could signal dominance. Social rules were used strategically. Knowing etiquette meant knowing power. Those who mastered manners survived. Those who broke them paid a price. This transformed courtesy into drama. Viewers learned to decode behaviour. Watching became an act of interpretation. You listened for what wasn't said. Tension lived inside formality. Conflict unfolded without shouting. That restraint made confrontations sharper. Manners delayed explosions. And when the mask finally slipped, the impact was irresistible.
Wasn't that right? Oh, look at me. I'm the daughter of a farmhand. I'm lucky to be a maid.
Fact 7.
None of the rooms in this house belong to you, and in the second, I am in charge of your welfare, and that gives me every right.
Downton Abbey treated progress like a threat. Modern ideas crept in slowly. Technology felt intrusive. Social mobility caused anxiety. Even small changes triggered resistance. Telephones disrupted routines. Women seeking independence unsettled tradition.
Is this an instrument of communication or torture?
Servants questioned obedience. Aristocrats questioned relevance. The house resisted adaptation. Every step forward felt dangerous. This made history suspenseful. Viewers knew change was inevitable. Characters didn't. That dramatic irony powered long arcs. The future loomed quietly. Progress wasn't celebrated, it was negotiated. Sometimes it was rejected. That struggle mirrored real social transitions. Watching felt like witnessing a slow collapse or a careful evolution. And audiences stayed to see which side would survive.
No, I'm many things, but not that. She regretted it, of course, but she said it. You bastard.
Fact 8.
Now it's time we live them together.
We've been on the edge of this so many times, Matthew. Please don't take me there again unless you're sure.
Downton Abbey refused instant gratification. Love stories unfolded painfully slowly. Feelings were suppressed by duty. Timing was always wrong. Social rules blocked desire. Missed chances piled up. Letters arrived too late. Words went unspoken. Romance became an exercise in restraint. This delay intensified emotion.
Oh, Matthew, what am I always telling you? You must pay no attention to the things I say.
Viewers invested deeply. Every near miss hurt. Every confession felt earned. Love carried consequences. Marriage wasn't just emotional, it was strategic. Romantic choices affected the house. Happiness competed with responsibility. That tension kept storylines alive for seasons. Viewers rooted desperately. Waiting became part of the pleasure, and once romance finally arrived, it felt monumental.
I love you, you know. In a way I thought I'd never love again.
And I love you, so that's all right.
Fact 9.
Is there some crisis of which I am unaware?
No, Mr. Carson.
I cannot think of another reason why you should congregate here.
Daily life at Downton followed strict patterns. Meals occurred at fixed times, clothing followed rules, servants moved with precision, routine created rhythm. That rhythm felt ceremonial, ordinary actions became meaningful, pouring tea carried significance, dressing for dinner felt momentous, repetition created familiarity, familiarity bred attachment. Viewers learned the rules subconsciously. The house functioned like a clock. Every role mattered. Every disruption felt alarming. Routine gave comfort. It also reinforced hierarchy. Order was both soothing and restrictive. That contradiction powered the show. Watching became meditative. You returned for the rhythm. And once routine mattered, even small disruptions felt dramatic.
Mr. Pamuk, I will not repeat your words to my father, since I should hate to see you cast out into the darkness.
Fact 10.
Don't be silly.
No, it's true. For the opening of the British Empire exhibition. It's being broadcast on the 23rd. Just thought you'd like to know.
The series never rushed to impress. It trusted viewers to stay. Long conversations replaced action. Emotional arcs spanned years. The show assumed commitment. It didn't explain everything. It allowed ambiguity. This respect created loyalty. Viewers felt valued. Watching became a long-term relationship. Missing episodes felt costly. Emotional memory mattered. Past decisions echoed forward. The show rewarded attention. Patience unlocked depth. This was rare television confidence. Downton didn't chase trends, it cultivated devotion. Audiences adjusted their pace. Time slowed while watching. That slowing felt luxurious. Commitment became pleasure. And once viewers invested that time, leaving the house felt impossible.
Well, I don't think it has any business in the servants' hall.
But there's no socket in her room.
But she could take it over to the laundry.
Fact 11.
Izzy, whatever are you doing up at this hour? I thought you'd gone to bed long ago.
I just wanted to look at these.
Downton Abbey was obsessed with things falling apart. Wealth was always under threat, traditions were constantly eroding, power felt temporary, success was never secure, characters fought to maintain relevance, decline created tension. The house stood as a symbol of fading authority. Viewers watched privilege struggle to survive. That struggle felt compelling. Failure was more dramatic than triumph. Loss felt inevitable. Every solution was temporary. This gave the show melancholy depth. Happiness felt fragile. Stability required constant effort. The past loomed heavier than the future. Viewers sensed time slipping away. That slow decay added urgency. And watching decline unfold made every moment feel precious.
Father always told the village what they wanted.
Is it true old Dickie Merton's paying court to Isabel?
Fact 12.
Just forever of death and a pointless war. What's the good of that? to say nothing of the waste of money.
Forgive me, but you're talking nonsense.
Inheritance was never just legal, it was emotional and political. Who would control the house mattered deeply. Futures depended on paperwork. Love competed with obligation. Marriages became negotiations. Romance tangled with finance. Every heir represented hope or threat. This transformed property law into drama. Viewers followed legal details intensely. Stakes felt unusually high. Decisions affected generations, inheritance defined identity, characters were shaped by what they would receive or lose. The house dictated destinies, waiting became unbearable, outcomes felt irreversible. This made long conversations thrilling, and it proved paperwork could be as gripping as action.
Noise, a sort of rattle, 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 bang, 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 and then the engine just seemed to sort of lose its power.
We'll get Tom to take a look at it.
Fact 13.
I feel sorry for anyone exiled from their own country.
The exiles are the lucky ones. I pity those who stayed behind only to be tortured and murdered in their thousands.
Downton Abbey admired the past without fully defending it. Tradition was beautiful, but flawed. Privilege came with blindness. Servants suffered quietly. Women faced limitations. The show acknowledged injustice, yet it softened criticism with affection. This balance prevented rejection. Viewers could enjoy without guilt. Nostalgia was tempered by awareness. The past felt complex, not idealized. This complexity attracted wide audiences. Conservatives and progressives both found something. Critique never became confrontation. Reflection replaced accusation. The show asked questions gently. That gentleness invited engagement. Viewers didn't feel attacked. They felt thoughtful, and that balance kept the obsession comfortable.
And tell your friend Bricker to stop flirting with ISIS. There is nothing more ill-bred than trying to steal the affections of someone else's dog.
Fact 14.
The police must have muddled Downton with some other place.
I expect they did.
You don't remember any bad feeling involving Mr. Green, do you?
Downton Abbey understood anticipation. Storylines unfolded slowly. Answers were delayed intentionally. Episodes often ended quietly. Cliffhangers were emotional, not explosive. Waiting became part of the experience. Viewers speculated between episodes. Time gaps increased attachment. Absence heightened desire. The show trusted momentum to build naturally. Resolution was never rushed. Payoffs felt earned. Patience was rewarded. Emotional investment deepened. Waiting mirrored the characters' lives. Everyone was waiting for change or fearing it. This alignment felt immersive. The audience shared the rhythm, and once waiting became satisfying, obsession followed.
Grudge him that. Surely servants are human beings too.
Yes, but preferably only on their days off.
Fact 15.
Their posts, up to their waists in mud, terrified out of their wits, yet determined to do their best for king and country.
What do you mean?
Downton Abbey stopped feeling like a show. It felt like a location. Viewers knew its routines. They recognized its rooms instantly. Characters felt familiar. Returning felt comforting. The house became emotional territory. Watching felt like visiting. Viewers aged alongside it. Life events mirrored storylines. The show integrated into memory. It wasn't just watched, it was inhabited. That intimacy created loyalty. Ending felt like leaving home. The house lingered after the final episode. Rewatching felt natural. Downton never fully ended. It stayed accessible. Obsession turned into attachment. And once a show becomes a place, it's impossible to forget.